Thank you for having an interview with me today.
No problem.
So today I wanted to ask you some questions about your academic what?
Journey.
Academic journey.
Okay.
Okay, so first, can you introduce a little bit about yourself?
Sure. Do you want to know my name?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm Josiah Brown. I am an architect by background, and now I'm currently in an urban design program at Washington University in St. Louis, where I know you from.
Yeah.
And I am considering doing a Master's of Landscape Architecture after this.
Okay.
Yeah, but I worked as an architect for 2 years before I decided to come back and get an urban design degree. And so now I'm doing that 1-year program, and then I'll be done this August.
That's good. So, where were you working for 2 years, by the way?
For 2 years, I worked as an architect in Montana.
Yeah.
Which is up north in the U.S.
It's a beautiful.
Yeah, it's an awesome place.
Yeah. So, okay, let's go to the next question. Which schools did you get offers from, and what kind of major are you going to study? I think you told me, but yeah.
For landscape architecture?
Yeah, for landscape architecture.
So I applied to just 3 schools, and I applied to WashU, where I am now, to the University of Pennsylvania, and to Harvard. And I got offers from all 3, and ended up trying to decide between WashU or Harvard. And
so why were you considering which university?
Just those 3, or how did I pick what to apply to? Well, in class we read about landscape urbanism, and we read just a lot of the authors that we read are professors who were either at UPenn or or Harvard. So that's kind of what made me want to apply to those 2 schools, and also just because they're the best programs. And I thought, well, if I'm going to do it, I might as well try. And then I also applied to WashU's program because I'm already here. I really like the school, and I like the professors, and so that's how I picked. And I could have applied to more schools, but I just decided I don't want to make it too complicated. Just apply to these 3. Also, I decided I was going to apply at Christmas break, so I only had a few weeks to work on it.
A few weeks? I thought more than 2 or 3 months. But just 2 weeks?
Yeah, I mean, the good thing was I had already prepared all my applications for the year before when I applied to the urban design program. So I just had to kind of do a few edits. I mean, I had to write new personal statements, but the portfolio was pretty much ready.
So you just updated a little bit and revised it?
Yeah.
And did you ask some professors to write a reference letter or something?
Yeah, and all of my professors had just written a recommendation for me the year before to get into the urban design program. So I just reached out to them again and said, hey, can you send that letter to this year to another program? So, but and I also made sure to get one professor recommendation from WashU, who was a current professor. And then I also had my employers. My supervisor at work.
So 3 letters?
Yep, I had 3 professors, 2 from Auburn, 1 from WashU, and then 1 in
So 4 letters?
They only required 3, but I sent in 4. I think it helped.
Do you think it's good to send more than 3? I mean, sometimes 4 letters or 5 letters.
Yeah, I think if you have people that you know will say good things about you. Like if you're just asking for a fourth one from someone who doesn't really know you, then maybe it's not that good. But one of my professors told me specifically, she said, hey, I have this really good letter about you. You should use this for as many schools as you can. So like,
Oh wow.
So I always have
I think you're very good student, so yeah. Oh, so I want to know what's the most like hardest part, like for you to like apply, like those schools.
I think that the portfolio takes the longest amount of time.
Yeah, right. But you've done almost.
Yeah, I'd already done all the work,
yeah.
so that was not hard. But I guess the personal statement is probably, I think it's, I think for school like Harvard, I think it's really important because I think they get so many really good applicants that like your personal statement and kind of like your unique angle is probably what helps you get in. Because I think that for me, like I was able to talk about, I really enjoy the outdoors and like I worked in Montana worked and lived in Montana and saw like the effects of climate change on like the glaciers that I was backpacking next to, and like how I wanted to become an urban designer and now a landscape architect to like help combat climate change and stuff like that. So I think and also like bringing up the things that are like personal to you or unique to you is better than just kind of being like a generic. Like if you think about what are all the applicants probably going to be like, you gotta think about like what can make me different that will like make them say, oh, who's this person? Let's like set that aside.
Yeah. That's right. Okay, so it's kind of important to like appeal your personality.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I'm not an expert. So like maybe I'm wrong.
I think
but
you're very good at it.
I think that helps.
Yeah. That's great. So in your opinion, like the essay, the personal statement can be really important, like application.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Especially Harvard.
And probably also your resume. Like the things that you do.
Yeah. Like a job experience.
Yeah, job experience, but also like the kind of clubs or like extracurricular activities that you do.
Yeah.
Because when I got to WashU, I joined a policy group through like the social work school called the Graduate Policy Scholars.
Okay.
And so I was like trying to see how policy can work with urban design, like to make the world better.
Wow.
And I think that was kind of a unique thing that showed like,
definitely.
Oh,
yeah. So the resume is just like one A4 like a paper, or it can be like.
Mine was just one sheet.
Just one sheet.
Yeah. I tried to fit a lot in, but just one sheet. Yeah.
So you need to like pick like specific.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got rid of some stuff from undergrad. Like I think I used to have on there that I was a photographer for the yearbook, and I think I had to get rid of that one. But just keep like, and you know, because you're like sort of creating an image for yourself, just like you like make your Facebook profile, and so you're like, what's the story that I want to tell about me? So you put all that stuff in there.
That's kind of strange.
It's like marketing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay, so as the last comment, what are your academic and future like a career goal? Like, do you have any like short-term and long-term goal? Like, not only like academic and like career like goals or something.
Let's see. Well, the short-term goal is get an MLA degree and then have an architecture degree, an urban design degree, and a landscape architecture degree.
You gotta be professional.
So I could be like, so I could do anything, but also that way, because what I've kind of learned is that urban design is like it gets fought over by architecture and landscape architecture. So it's I think it would be great to have knowledge of both disciplines. So that's why I applied in the first place. But yeah, just so that way I can be like a more holistic, interdisciplinary designer. And even like I don't think I really want to practice as just a landscape architect. But I think that if I know that discipline better, then I'll be a better like facilitator of bringing all the disciplines together. So then, yeah, my long-term goal, I guess, is to, I mean, I would love to make America more sustainable.
Yeah.
I would love for people to not have to get in cars to go anywhere.
Yeah.
I wish that when international students came to America, they didn't like moved to St. Louis, they didn't always need a car. Or yeah, that we had we weren't like the leading consumers of fossil fuels or like the biggest producers of garbage, or you know, all those kinds of things. And just like improving the urban environment, because we have a lot of sprawl and it hurts me.
Right.
Plus I want to protect our wild places, so like Montana stays. So Montana stays beautiful. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you so much.
No problem.
一人じゃない僕らならできることがあるいつもそばには笑いながら